So, okay, friends. So, welcome back to my channel, Swetha CVENV. So, I hope you people have learned some of the things in part 1 of solid waste management chapter in introduction, the definitions and what are the major types and sources of solid waste and what are the types of waste usually generated. And next we'll come to the part called as components of solid waste and what it is going to deal with. Okay, see the solid waste definitions, management definitions. These were the types of waste usually generated. Okay, and types and sources measure, and this was the tabular column which I explained. And let's begin with the components of solid waste management. So it deals with the six functional components, that is majorly called as waste generation, on-site handling, storage and processing, and waste collection, waste transfer and transport, waste processing and recovery, disposal. In 6 methods it is going to be studied. Okay, what is this majorly called waste generation? It is nothing but the place where they are going to identify whether the what we can say waste is useful or not. If it is useful, it will be sent to the recycling or recovery process. If not, it will be directly disposed of into the last stage called as disposal site. And what is this on-site handling, storage and processing? Here the activities are going to take place. For example, they are going to make the collection process easier. For the next step, they have to collect these particular waste. So to make that particular thing easier, they are going to place some of the waste bins nearby to the localities where only the general normal domestic waste can be placed into that particular waste, and that can be collected with the help of the vehicles or municipalities, whoever they are going to come, and they are going to refill their vehicle with that particular collected waste. Okay, see they are given here already. Crucial phase of the waste management includes activities such as placing the waste collection bin, collecting the waste from those bin, and accumulating the trash in the location where the collection vehicles are emptied. Although the collection phase involves transportation, this is typically not the main stage of waste transportation. So they are saying this collection step also involves transportation. For example, I just said you that if a locality is placing a big dustbin where the whole apartment people can come and deposit their domestic waste into it. Domestic waste represents the organic waste. They are particularly of household waste, residential waste. I said the kitchen waste and all. In our previous videos or in previous chapter, we had discussed regarding the types of waste and what are the main sources and all. So in that you people can refer back. Okay, if you get any kind of doubts, then it also involves transportation. Why? Because those apartment whatever dustbin, if it gets filled, okay, it has to be taken up by a vehicle and it should be dumped into the places where all types of materials are going to be collected. For example, in case of Mumbai, if we consider a Lokhandwala has a small city inside it, and we are going to collect all kind of the waste into it, into the dustbins and all, and that particular dustbin will be taken up by these municipality people, and they will place that whole waste into an another outskirts of the Mumbai place called as landfills and all. They are going to dump there. Okay, with the help of the larger vehicles, it will be refilled and it will be emptied later. See, for small locations they use smaller vehicles, and for larger locations they use heavy vehicles. So in case of waste transfer and transport, here the activities are involving in moving the waste from the local waste collection locations to the regional waste disposal site. That's what they are saying. To the final stage, they are taking that particular waste from the collection stage to the disposal stage. So that process is considered in the waste transfer and transport. Transferring is representing from the generation point to the last stage, what we call disposal site. Okay, whatever the waste is traveling from one point to the another point is waste transferring, and transported refers to the waste lastly dumped into the disposal unit. And what is this waste processing and recovery? If we refer in case of this particular thing, here some of the facilities or the equipments or the technologies will be employed. Why? Because to recover the reusable or recyclable materials from the waste stream, and they also improve the effectiveness of other functional elements of the waste management. So here what they are saying, if if for example we can say that some of the organic peels, they are going to use it as an floor making things or something they are going to reuse the materials. Okay, these peels can also be again reused for either as a fertilizer thing for the soil and all, for the field thing or agriculture purposes and all. It may act as a natural fertilizer for sowing the crops and all. So for that particular thing also it can be. So they are going to identify here the reusable things and all with the help of the equipments and the new techniques and all. They are going to check the materials whether in that particular waste they are going to check the materials whether it is useful or not. If it is useful, then they are going to pick it, and then it will be sent to the functional influence of waste management. That's what they say is there, it will be sent for the recovery thing, where it will get recovered, it will be reutilized. And disposal is the final stage where the waste is going to be deposited completely, and here it goes a natural degradation process. Okay, and usually such disposal sites or what is that particular facilities they are going to undergo is landfills. Okay, so landfill will become a disposal site there. What is this landfill? Here all kind of solid waste are going to be dumped in, and then it will be layerly. They're going to deposit the soils one by one. Means the waste will be sandwiched between the soil layers, and thereby it undergoes natural degradation, forming natural fertilizer as a byproduct which can be used for agriculture fields, as well as the whatever the gases will be generated during the degradation, like carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide, it can be utilized in terms of waste to energy generation process, or they can generate some of the electricities also. So these are the helpful methods if we go for this type of landfills methods and all. Let's discuss regarding how SWM is going to work in regular manner. Okay, first they are going to identify the type of waste, whether it is industrial or whether it is a residential or something. They are going to identify, and then they are going to identify the main source of that particular waste. If it is residential, main source will become the kitchen. Okay, and if it is industries, then it becomes the sewage effluents and all. And if we consider what are the hazardous things, what are the hazardous things related to that particular waste and all, they are going to discuss. What are the hazardous diseases which are related to that particular waste, they are going to discuss. Okay, if it is residential, then obviously we know if whatever the vegetable peels and or if we keep aside, then flies will come and all, it will create a nuisance and mosquitoes will be more, etc. So it affects the aesthetic view. So like that, the hazardous related to that particular waste will be considered here. If it is industries, then it creates an enormous smell and all, which creates a very dirty nuisance, and the effluent which is coming out of it, if it is going to be mixed with any kind of water, then it gets polluted. So what are the hazardous things it is going to happen, and what is the exact volume of waste generated in that particular areas? For example, residential area, if we consider for a particular Lokhandwala, consider it is of 20 mg per liter, or tons of waste is going to be generated in terms of volume. Tons of 20 tons of waste is going to be generated per day according to census and all. Just for an example, we are assuming it. So how much volume it is going to generate is also mandatory, because according to it they are going to design the landfill site so that it can be what we can say, so that it can be helpful in controlling the hazards affecting to the environment. And even they see what is the safe collection method. Okay, why they are saying the safe collection method? Because if it is an hazardous waste, it should not be exposed directly to the atmosphere, whereas it spreads into hazardous thing to the even public health as well as to the environment. So even what is the safe collection method they are going to follow in terms of the industries or in terms of the residential things and all, they have to identify according to the type of waste and its source, its hazards, and its volume. They are going to design the collection system. Then they are going to identify in which manner it has to be transported. Okay, either in large covered vehicles or in an open vehicle, in a mini vehicle and all, they are going to discuss. And then they are going to identify the safe disposal method also, whether it should be placed in an landfill site, or it should be incinerated, or whatever the other disposal methods are followed, which are helpful to the humans, where it should not affect the health of any of the public. Okay, so keeping all these kind of stuffs in the mind, people are going to work in this prescribed manner. And if you find this video as useful, then please do like it, share it, comment down your doubts, and do subscribe to my channel, and do hit on to the bell icon for further notification. Whenever I get upload the videos and all, you people will get the notification or you get updated by it. And please do subscribe as it is for free. And yeah, if you want these particular notes and all, I will be providing for every chapter the PDF, not PDF, I mean to say these PPTs and all. So if you need these things and all, you can ping me in Telegram. The link I have given even in the description also, people can follow it. Okay, and it costs for 100 rupees. Whatever PPT I am going to prepare, at the end I am going to give you only if you feel that you need it. You people can ping me in Telegram. And even I have the same channel in Telegram. You people can also refer there. If you're not using any kind of YouTubes, then if you're using Telegrams, then even there also you people can see my channels or my lessons or my teachings, whatever you call. And later, yeah, please do like it. Okay, because it gives me a moral support that yeah, my videos are helping you people. And do let me know any other matters if you want to know by me, or if you want any other subjects also which you feel tough that you want me to teach and all, you people even can suggest me. So no issues with that, I welcome all your suggestions. Okay now, so thank you then. And okay, then share with your friends regarding all the videos. Okay, then we will meet in the next lesson. Okay, in part 3 we are going to discuss regarding the disposal methods of SWM. In clearly we will discuss what are the exact methods they are going to follow in terms of disposal methods and all. And okay, thank you then.